Hello and welcome to Regulatory Wrap. We recently saw the FCA issuing letters to insurance firms and agents requiring that they share information on incidents of non-financial misconduct and any outcomes from these incidents. Chatting with Jamie Bell, Head of Secondary Market Oversight at the FCA, he indicated those letters were just the start, with 1,000 firms eventually receiving requests for information. This week, we've seen the second wave of those letters, with over 180 banks and brokers also receiving surveys of non-financial misconduct incidents and any follow-up or disciplinary action. Following very public scandals like Crispin Odey and outside the financial space, former BP Chief Bernard Looney and former Deputy PM Dominic Raab, the FCA is using these requests for information to build a clearer understanding of when and where non-financial misconduct occurs. This continuing focus on non-financial misconduct is only part of the FCA beefing up its activities over this month. We recently saw the regulator's enforcement action against Mohammed Zina for fraud and insider dealing, the first such case brought by the FCA in some time, which ended in Zina receiving 22 months imprisonment. With 17 more insider dealing cases in the pipeline, we'll be watching with interest to see how quickly the enforcement wheels are turning. On Tuesday the 27th of February, the FCA released a statement setting out its aims to focus on a streamlined portfolio of cases in order to progress enforcement more quickly. The regulator has also committed to increased transparency, indicating they will begin to name and shame firms they're investigating, something Therese Chambers, Joint Executive Director of Enforcement and Market Oversight, says will amplify the deterrent impact of the FCA's work. With the FCA focusing on its enforcement messaging, firms may consider how they might leverage budget in specific areas to avoid the ignominy of being named and shamed. It's great to see such a flurry of activity from the FCA after a prolonged quiet period. Looks like the premium regulator in the region is back. And we'll be back, same time next week. Join us then for another Regulatory Wrap.